What up, Jet Team? Welcome back to the channel. But if you haven't been here before, my name's Ryan. I'm a former F-15E combat fighter pilot, F-16 Thunderbird pilot, and someone on Instagram asked if I could react to Growling Sidewinder's video on a JAS-39, the Gripen, fighting the F-22 Raptor. So, any day you have to dogfight the Raptor, just make sure you kiss your loved ones goodbye, have a will in order, and do something fun the night before. Do something that you really enjoy.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love.
Because that is going to be one heck of a dogfight. Going up against the Raptor is challenging, but hey, anything can happen. You get a super solid Gripen pilot going up against a newbie Raptor pilot. It's anybody's day. So let's dive in. Let's see what happens. But before we do that, if you would, just dominate that like button for me. Maybe even subscribe. Every time you dominate that like button and subscribe, a pilot somewhere gets their wings. Let's dive in. So guys, the Gripen was made by the Swedish Aerospace and Defense Company, so it should be called SADS, but it's called Saab. So let me know below why it's called that. But that thing is a single engine fighter that has a delta wing and canards. It's a multi-role fighter, pretty much built to do anything there is when it comes to fighter aviation. F-22 definitely more catered towards air-to-air. It's the air superiority fighter of the world, in my opinion. And I think it's gonna be a formidable enemy for this Saab. Let's see what happens. So we're inside the cockpit now of the Gripen. Real nice HUD. I like it when HUDs don't have any bars around the side. So it's kind of like the glass just blends into the sky. Just makes keeping the visual on the Bandit so much better. There's that merge. Oh man. Any day you see that F-22 underneath you, you just kind of get, it's gonna make you nervous. That's all I'll say about that. So nice flare pattern out of the F-22. Actually, as you can see guys, the way that the Gripen minimizes its turn radius on that first turn, it just goes for that one circle fight. It's gonna happen though after a couple different turns. But the thing I like about the Gripen is with that delta wing, it bleeds energy so fast. So it almost had an opportunity there to take out the F-22, but if you get into more than one turn with the F-22, it's gonna be over. So throughout these fights, what I'm pulling for the Gripen pilot is to be able to just get that delta wing to work for them, have those canards, make it happen, pull the nose around and get a quick shot, maybe a high off bore sight shot. But from the stadium view, as you can see, pretty good maneuverability for that first turn for the JAS-39. But the key there is the first turn, because then the Raptor's gonna do this, and it's just not going to be a good day. So for me, the delta wing is a liability because you get one good move. Now, again, if this was against a fourth generation fighter, that one good move is all you're going to need because you're going to be able to get your nose on them right away. And that's the benefit of the delta wing. That's why a lot of countries will subscribe to it, because dogfights can be pretty quick. They can be over if whoever gets the best first move. So I don't like the delta wing because of follow-on BFM being extremely hard and the way that it stalls. It actually stalls nose up. So you have to have some complicated flight control systems built into the delta wing to basically push the nose down, because the canards can't push the nose down as effectively as stabilizers on the back of your jet, like the traditional jet setup like the F-22 has. For me, I'm all about stability, but hey, it's creative. That delta wing's creative, and again, it can be deadly. So I think that's the mindset behind these manufacturers that build the delta wing. All right, here we go. We're in the fight. Again, got a decent first turn, but then that Raptor is gonna put its nose on behind you, and you're gonna get KIA'd. Hey man, it happens to the best of us. We've all lost a dogfight, believe it or not. I know you're probably like, Ryan, really? You've lost before? Yes, I will admit. Sun was in my eye though. I'm just kidding. So ultimately you've got to keep fighting. That's what the JAS is doing. I like that. Good flares coming out of them. You're cranking your neck, looking out at the top of your canopy there. But ultimately the AIM-9X has some flare rejection capability, baby. And didn't work on that one, but on this follow-on one here, it's gonna smack them. That's just how it's gonna go. I do like the continued fighting though from the Gripen, but here we go. Yeah, that's gonna hurt every time. I'm actually not sure why he couldn't eject from that angle, but then from this angle, I'm like, okay, the jet's basically an entire fireball. And then the F-22 just goes ahead and shoots some 20 Mike right through him just to add insult to injury. Yeah, this is better than an aileron roll. So doing this falling leaf maneuver with the flare demo coming out. Again, guys, always do an aileron roll, sound cool on the radio, and look strong by the pool. I'll add on to that do a falling leaf with a flare demo if you're a Raptor pilot. So we've moved it to 4 priorities in fighter aviation now. And there's the Air Force Base below. Where's the golf course? There's got to be a golf course down there. That's what they do when they build Air Force bases. They're like, yeah, the runway, it'll fit, but we got to have space for the golf course. Here we go. Gripen is up again. Ready to swing that bat one more time, man. It's all about at bats when it comes to basic fighter maneuvers. You get as many reps as you possibly can, and that's what's actually gonna make you good, because it's a skill that goes away really quick. Look at that flare pattern out of that Raptor. I mean, that's just a thing of beauty. You're not gonna be able to sneak any type of weapon in that, like a Fox 2 type weapon. But yeah, that nose rotation like that, it's kind of like the equivalent of like probably seeing a shark in nature or like a mountain lion that's stalking you. When you see the nose of another fighter turn like that, it just, as a fighter pilot, the hair in the back of your neck just stands up because you know what's coming next. Not gonna be a good day. But hey, here we go. Round 4. Come on, Gripen pilot, come on. Let's see what happens. Real clean cockpit though, those glass screens. This is obviously an upgraded model of the Gripen. Just any jet that has this much glass in it, I'm a fan of. And then the aileron roll into the merge. Instructors in fighter squadrons would give you a call sign for that. You'd be roll or something to that effect. Definitely not a traditional thing to do just in pure aileron roll. Now, if you're doing it to keep sight and you're in a 5th gen fighter, I get it. Ooh, that looked like a hit there from the Raptor. Man, just being able to point your nose like that. Yeah, so he obviously got hit. Being able to point your nose like that as the Raptor just gives you so many options. And that's why the Raptor is the king of the sky, man. That's why the Raptor is the guy that she told you not to worry about, because everybody's gonna have to worry about that guy. It's just a formidable enemy. And I love the gunshot there. Great move. Better than going with the Fox 2. Save the Fox 2 for another fighter, because this Gripen's showing you so much planform. Planform is when the jet shows you this, which is a perfect gun picture. If it gets like too steep like this pointed at you, you're just not gonna have a lot of options, not a lot of area for your bullets to hit. But that was a perfect gun picture, good recognition by the F-22. And let's make this sporty, right? Let's make it a sporty match. Maybe just use the gun. Be a surgeon with that thing. That's what we would always say. All right, here we go. Nice merge. I might have gone down to try to get more nose position with the Gripen, but he kind of does like an oblique type maneuver. Again, one decent maneuver with the Gripen. He got a missile off at least, but then these follow-on leafs. Oof. It's gonna be brutal. You gotta have one hand on the ejection handle, brother. Ooh. Yep. I think he got him with a gun. I couldn't tell if that was a Fox 2. Oh no, he didn't. He's still alive. Still kicking. Keep going. But see, that much space above you, if you get a fighter that has that much space, it's really hard to defend against, because that's a maneuver that I would do as well. Basically, you get up into a tree. And I did this with a lot of times with 2 different Strike Eagles. So you'd be Strike Eagle versus Strike Eagle, you'd go up, you'd be fighting for position. The key was to manage your energy throughout these leaves to where you weren't unnecessarily bleeding off energy. And then ultimately you would get up higher than the other guy. He would fall off out of the tree, and then you would kick in a ton of rudder and use that vertical. So on this one, the Raptor uses the vertical really well. This is kind of a highlight reel here of the Raptor doing work. The Raptor's like, yeah, it's just another Tuesday. This is how I roll. Sorry, Gripen, but hey, man, you went up against the most formidable enemy that there is, in my humble opinion. So, end of the day, some of the BFM I saw out of the Gripen was pretty good. But let's just watch and enjoy Raptor in action. Just such a classy jet. I mean, it's kind of a timeless aircraft to me, along the lines of a P-51, F-16, F-22. They're all kind of in their own little category. Again, not a big fan of the Delta Wing. For me, I just would rather have many more follow-on opportunities, because the more you're able to rate and take advantage of mistakes, the better you are. I would rather not just have one really good move, which is kind of, in my opinion, what the Gripen, the Saab, is good at. With that Delta Wing, just gonna bleed off so much energy. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that video. Thanks so much for checking it out. Hit me up on Instagram if there's anything else you would like me to throw your way. Most of all, thanks so much for being here. Before you go, please dominate that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Most of all, have a great day.